Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of Figure Attack. Today we're taking a look at something that is pretty cool and something that I have been wanting since I saw that it was announced. It is the Super7 Arctic Rescue playset from the Reaction line. Can you get a good shot of that? Whoa, whoa. So I've been waiting for this guy for a long time. Of course, at the initial release, it was $75. I'm not paying $75, no matter how cool that is. So I waited till it dropped a little bit. It finally went down to around 57-ish on Amazon, I do believe. And when it hit that mark, I said, let me go ahead and pull the trigger. Let's go over to the photo booth. Let's break this guy down and let's see what all the fuss is about. Now that we're in the photo booth, let's take a look at the package before we break it open. As you can see, the front of the box is just absolutely awesome with this G.I. Joe artwork. I love it. Just harkens back to that classic G.I. Joe artwork on the vintage style cards. Those are so cool. And of course, you get a look at the two figures that you get with this guy. You get the Blind Woodsman and Snake Eyes and his, I guess it says, that's red glow, so I guess it glows in the dark, kind of red. I don't know. We'll try to figure it out. That is the front of the box. Just awesome looking box. Side of the box features the same artwork. Top of the box is pretty much nothing there. Bottom of the box has the UPC and all the copyright goobly-garb. And of course, the back of the box is the most awesome part. Well, aside from the artwork on the front, the back shows you cool screenshots from the actual animated series that features the Blind Woodsman. That is awesome, as well as Snake Eyes carrying that radioactive material. Of course, you get two awesome file cards, one for Snake Eyes and one for the Blind Woodsman. Enough with the box. Let's go ahead, let's break this guy open because I'm excited to get my hands on this. So just a quick break during the opening so you can see what it looks like when you take the box apart. Here you get a look at the figures, the weapons, the sled, all the dogs, and the harnesses. So that's pretty cool, and they look like they're easy to take out. So as you can see, all the pieces and parts are out of the box and everything looks really nice. I hadn't put up the sled together yet because I want to review each piece individually before we do that. So let's start off with the dogs. All the dogs look pretty much the same, as you can see, just standard dog. They all have the same articulation, which is legs. Do the legs move? Good God, I don't think the legs do. That one moves. Does this one move? That one does not move. I don't know why that one doesn't move. It could just be that it's stuck in place. That doesn't move. That moves. Weird. So I think to keep him upright, you have one leg that moves, one leg that moves. The head does not move. The tail does not move. Okay, the head does go up and down though. You can see there, it does have some articulation there, but really it doesn't move. Let's check out another dog. Let's see. Okay, so that leg moves. That leg moves. Okay, it's just stuck really good, but they do move. You just have to kind of break it. Well, I don't want to break it. That one's not moving either, but these are really tough. I'm assuming maybe some hot water will probably pry these things loose. So it does have some holes here, and I'm assuming the holes go underneath for this right here. And yeah, that does look like what happens here. So you have two pegs here and two dogs on each side. So it looks like maybe, boom, the pegs slide into the holes. They go all the way down, you would think. You would hope so. Yes, that one does. Let's grab another dog and just try it out. You can see two holes there, and we're just going to put the pegs into the holes, line them up, slide them in. Okay, two dogs. Roof, 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 roof. We'll end up putting them all together in just a few. Taking a look at the sled. Sled looks pretty awesome. I'm assuming this is where the harnesses connect here. You have two pieces here. I don't know what goes there. Okay, never mind, I do. Okay, so Snake Eyes fits here. The Blind Woodsman stands here, and this is how he holds on to the sled. Although I don't know that he'll be doing. Yeah, we'll have to see if he can hold on to that. Bottom. Oh, it's got the Hasbro logo here. Super7, made in Vietnam. Pretty cool. I mean, it's made of some pretty sturdy plastic. It's not the flimsy plastic like you see a lot in toys today, so it's pretty firm. I'm digging that. Here's a close-up of the Blind Woodsman. Of course, this is a Super7 reaction figure, so there are only 5 points of articulation with these figures. Arms go all the way around, legs kick up like that, and this one's, I don't know if his head's gonna move because of the way The hair's all in the beard shape. I don't think his head's going to move at all. But, you know, no big deal with that. You got the pegs on the bottom of the feet. You know, I love the Super 7 reaction figures. I know some people think they are the devil and don't want anything to do with them in their G.I. Joe collection, but I do enjoy them. I think there is a certain nostalgia factor for these figures that I absolutely love. I grew up with the Star Wars figures in the, you know, late 70s, early 80s, so this is my thing. You know, I love my G.I. Joes, my vintage G.I. Joes and the way that they, you know, articulate, but these guys are cool too. I think I can mix in both. It doesn't hurt me. Taking a look at Snake Eyes, this is pretty much the Snake Eyes that we've been getting in the regular releases, although this one's a little different in the fact that he does appear to glow in the dark. He has this translucent plastic look to him, in a reminiscent of all the glow in the dark stuff, so he may glow in the dark. I don't know what color. I don't know if I have a really nice way of seeing how this guy glows in the dark, you know, without cutting the lights out, and then you probably wouldn't see him at all. But I'll test that out and let you know in the comments below. But of course, same articulation here. Arms move that way, legs kick up like that, and his head can turn all the way around. Here's the Blind Woodsman's weapon. Just a, is that a harpoon type gun? I have no clue. It does have two-tone paint on here. You know, it's got black for the robes, blue for everything else, so that's a little bit above and beyond what they normally do with the reaction figures. Here's the canister of what was it, radioactive isotopes maybe? I can't remember exactly what was in this thing, but still it doesn't have that radioactive glow to it. Just a nice little canister. And finally, Snake Eyes' weapon, just a laser pistol, if you will. Check that out. Looks very sci-fi. All right, so let's put all the dogs together. Let's put everything in place, and let's see how this guy looks. All right, so there you have it. There he is. That is pretty awesome. I mean, I'm really digging that. That is like really, really nice, the way everything fits. Yes, his hands do fit on the little handlebars there. Both pegs, both feet fit into the pegs perfectly. And in his both hands, as you can see, they grab the handles. And so that is pretty cool. The only bad thing, I had to put the rifle kind of in there with Snake Eyes, and Snake Eyes' gun's just laying in there. Can't really display that any other way if you want to have everything together, because I don't have another way to, you know, there's nowhere to put those things. I wish there was like a little slot right here to put his laser rifle thingy, and maybe like a holster for Snake Eyes' gun. The dogs move fairly easily. That plastic rope has a lot of give, so you can get some turn and some action out of it like that. Took me a second to figure out how this thing attaches. I had them all crisscrossed and it didn't work, so you know, take just a second to look at that, make sure you're doing it right. They attach to the inside, not the outside. Other than that, man, this is a really cool set, a really cool unique item to add to your G.I. Joe collection, something that you don't see every day. I'm super hyped, super glad to have it. Can't wait to get it on the shelf with the other G.I. Joe reaction stuff, because I do think it is it's a pretty special piece in my opinion. Is it $75 special? Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard sell to me, but I get it. This is not Hasbro. This is Super 7. They operate on a smaller budgets than Hasbro, so they have to, you know, jack the price up because they're paying for the license for G.I. Joe, and you know, there's a smaller company. I get it, you know, but it's a hard buy, man. It's a hard buy for me, but I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I pulled the trigger at the $58 range, I think is what I paid for it. I think that's great. I think that's for me right now personally, that's a good deal to get this before it jumps in value, because I do think this set is going to jump in value. One, because there is no other set like it in the classic or the modern G.I. Joe lines. This is the first of its kind, so I do think this price in later years will jump a bit, especially if you have it mint in box. Mine's not mint in box anymore, it's out, but that's how I like my figures, like displaying them. Alright, so if you like what I'm doing, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this content. If you will, leave a comment below. Do you have this? If you don't, or if you do, let me know what you like about it. If you don't, tell me why you're shying away from this set. Follow me on all my social accounts at Figure Attack on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. That is it. Until next time, roof, 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 roof. Come on, Snake Eyes. Roof, 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 roof.